Damien?
Me?
Yeah.
The most I've ever spent
I think I know the answer to this.
for an autograph is $10 for 90s porn star Tara Hurt.
Okay.
Wait, no, how much did we pay to meet Brianna Banks?
I don't remember. I think it was like $10 also.
Yeah, I think it was $10 also.
But that was a together thing.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting situation in itself.
Brianna Banks thought he was a cutie.
She also thought she was a cutie and asked what we were doing that evening and invited us to come down to the club that she was dancing at and then maybe we could hang out, but of course we chickened out.
Yeah, we did.
Aww.
Yeah. And she made us
You would have went in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
I was using Mom's car.
Yeah, we got the picture
The picture she requested us to take.
So the picture, she set up the picture the way we were going to take the picture. Brianna Banks, number one, regardless of the high heels, is actually very tall.
And this was during the height of her career when she had just done Brianna Loves Jenna.
Yeah, and she's, again, very tall, even regardless of the shoes. Very, very tall.
Yes.
Very long, big hands.
Yeah.
And the way we know that is because she told Miss Foxy how we were going to take a picture, which is basically me stand up. She got on her knees and grabbed her hand and put it on my crotch, and then her hand over her hand on my crotch, which completely dwarfed her hand, and everything like that. And then she just, again, proceeded to ask us, so what are you guys doing tonight? And again, we were just dumbfounded. And,
Netflix and chill? I don't know. We're going to go home.
I don't know what we paid for that.
VHS and chill.
But, no, on my own, Tara Hart, $10.
Anything you want.
Which I have a Polaroid of her on my lap.
Yep.
And a autograph poster that says, thanks for the ride.
Yeah. That is for you.
So,
how many?
Anything you want, however any you want. We'll chit-chat as we write names for Mary Fuck Kill here.
I need something
how many names are we writing here? We just got to go for
it. Doesn't matter.
In the meantime, you guys want to shoot us any questions, any nerd herder questions, go right ahead so we don't have any dead air or anything like that. The floor is yours, viewers. So go right ahead. Ask us any questions you want. Go for it. Now. About anything. Who cares? Whether it's nerddom, whatever. Go. Don't forget, it's Miss Foxy's birthday next week. So go.
Might I just say, I am very disappointed with the freeform 13 Nights of Halloween.
Seriously, dude. Well, didn't they misadvertise everything last week too? It was Harry Potter.
Yeah. To my understanding, everything was supposed to have started on last Saturday, but it didn't. They had Harry Potter marathons, which I can't really, begrudge. But then everything apparently started last night, and they're labeling it as 13 days of Halloween. It's like, no, technically that's not correct. That's 12 days of Halloween. The thing I don't like most about it is that it's all Hocus Pocus based, and I don't like Hocus Pocus. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail. I hate Hocus Pocus. I don't like the movie whatsoever. I don't see the big deal in it. I don't see why it's this big cult thing.
Never seen it.
And the only thing that's really cool about it is, again, admittedly, like Damien even said, it's the only movie Sarah Jessica Parker looks hot in.
True.
Because they pounded the makeup and the eyeshadow on.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I don't see the big deal. I don't know why it's such a thing.
It's because witches are cool.
No, it was way before that.
Really?
Yeah, Hocus Pocus has been a thing for years. And I just don't get it. Like, I see it all over Instagram, and I see it all over Facebook, and it's like, wow, I hold the unpopular opinion of disliking this movie greatly. Even that cat looked fake. Cat and Sabrina the Witch was better looking. Mm-hmm. Anything popping up on the feed there? 'Cause I'm not looking.
Freeform sucks, both with Halloween and Christmas. Doug win.
It's true! And how come they only do 13 days of Halloween, but then they do the 25 days countdown to the 25 days of Christmas? They do 25-day countdown to a 25... I know it's the money, but still, it's retarded! Sorry, I didn't mean to use that word. Oops. She meant to use that word. But that's just asinine. A 25-day countdown to the 25 days of Christmas. Why? Everyone's going to think I hate Christmas now. I don't hate Christmas. I just like my holidays to where they're supposed to be, one after another.
Do we have a moment of dead air that I can fill?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, real quick, John's got a question for Miss Foxy.
Oh, okay.
How drunk will you get for your birthday, Foxy? Like 2013 was?
Why does everybody think I get drunk like I did during that one radio show? I don't. And I did that because it was a Friday. My birthday's on a Wednesday. I can't go.
You're a mom and a parent. You can't do that.
I can't go get. I can't
It's
get
your
drunk on
birthday.
a
Wait,
Friday.
your birthday's on a hump day?
My birthday's on Hump Day.
Okay.
We know what she's getting.
Not if her cycle stays on time.
Oh, why do we have to do that? Why do we have to do that?
What is this? It's that kind of show.
Midweek slumps don't get much slumpier than that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we did that.
You brought up my period.
Come on, there's got to be a sound. Bitch pudding, something. I get something. Oh, what the fuck? I get something.
You get what the fuck, dude? Oh my God!
I never get tired of that soundbite.
Wow!
So who thinks I should come over more?
Jesus!
Wow.
I can't right now.
Well, you may not Wednesday.
All right.
The hits just keep on coming.
Go ahead, Robert.
Welcome to the TV corner. Two things right off the bat. First, for those of you who remember the last time Danny and I were here, I was raving about a weird little show on the Sci-Fi Channel called Blood Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, basically it was their kind of attempt at a Death Race 2000 type exploitation series. And it was over the top, and it was ridiculous, and it was amazing, and had amazing performance by an actor named Colin Cunningham as the villain. Well, unfortunately, it ran its 13-episode season, and the day after the season finale ended, the producer and the creator of the show went online and says, guys, unfortunately, this is going to be a one and done. Sci-Fi has opted not to continue with this. Now, there have been some very, let's say, fanatical fans that have tried to start up mail-in campaigns, Twitter campaigns to try to get the thing restarted, or to try to get another outlet, like maybe Netflix, interested in the show. The irony was that the week essentially the week it ended, two of the characters on the show were going to be appearing live to do a little Q&A and a screening of the final episode, and one of them was Mr. Slink, and he brought along his band What the Funk to play that night. So it was kind of a combination of a wake and a little fan get-together. So it was very cool, but it was one of those situations where, well, we're sort of celebrating the fact that this is it. This is all we're going to see about it. So, although it's interesting that there's now going to be another weird-ass show on Sci-Fi called Happy with Chris Maloney and an animated purple unicorn. So that
Is it a unicorn or a donkey?
I'm not sure exactly, but
It looks like a donkey to me.
it looks
what?
It looks weirder than shit. Apparently, it's based on a graphic novel.
Yeah, but a very, very graphic novel.
Yeah,
It's
so
supposed to be
Wait,
really
wait.
explicit.
Wait. Say it again.
Okay, it's based on a graphic novel called Happy.
Is it set in space?
No.
No. He's
No.
like a
He's-
mental impatient.
No, actually, he's like a very corrupt cop turned hitman, and then he gets like shot, something brought back from the dead, and then he's hallucinating this little cartoon equestrian who's sort of like his Jiminy Cricket almost.
Kind of sounds like Saga by Brian K. Vaughan, if it's explicit as you say.
I don't know what the exact.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's that. Now, on to more positive notes. If you have not caught an episode of Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek tribute, The Orville, you are missing a very, very good show. And this is from somebody who was not a huge fan of Family Guy, not a huge fan of any of his other animated series. I liked the first Ted more than I expected to, but I figured I don't need to see the sequel. I was hoping that A Million Ways to Die in the West would be better than it was, and it wasn't.
I thought it was good.
It was, okay, it wasn't terrible. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hated his acting in that. So I was expecting the Orville was basically going to be kind of like, again, just like a satire fest, like a bad Mel Brooks, like mid-period parody piece. And it's not. It's actually a genuinely Star Trek fan movie. It's his take on, say, like Voyager. And it's funny in places, but it's more kind of like sliding little verbal jabs in along the sides. But he's very sincere about kind of doing something that's entertaining, but also has a little meaning, like, you know, the way classic Trek is supposed to, talking about cultural differences and things like that. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, Thursday nights on Fox, back episodes are on demand. Definitely check it out. You'll be very surprised by it. And I say this as somebody who hasn't seen Star Trek Discovery, but am annoyed by the fact that CBS is putting it behind its paywall on the CBS app. So I'm not going to spend extra money just to see that. And frankly, I was bored with the whole Star Trek universe a long time ago. But believe it or not, Mr. McFarlane kind of rekindled my interest in it in the way that he's doing his version of the show. So, pleasantly surprised by the Orville. Maybe you will be too if you haven't checked it out yet.
What's that chick's name that was in Rocky that ended up dating Flava Flav?
Brigitte Nielsen.
Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. Now, I've actually heard things about the Orville that exactly what you were saying, because I know a lot of people, us included, were just like, oh, this is kind of hokey.
Right.
But, like, upon watching it, like, via Facebook, I've seen a lot of people are like, this is actually, like, a nice homage
Yes,
to
exactly.
Star Trek.
Exactly. Like somebody said, it's like the most expensive Star Trek fan film ever.
That's amazing.
But he really takes a lot of the conventions of the Trek universe, and kind of it's affectionate. It's not just it's just not like it's not like say the Scary Movie franchise. He really has a genuine feel for this stuff. Plus, there have been some very surprising cameos on some of the episodes. I will not say any more, but if you've been following McFarlane's career, you'll say, "Oh, that's so and so from this."
Frank Sinatra Jr.
No, but you'll see. You'll see. Some pleasant surprises.
The pumpkin's behind Damien.
Yeah.
I have it. I'm
Just
folding
cut
it.
and fold. Cut and fold.
Just cut and fold and toss them all in at the end. I think we should have plenty of names at this point.
What's up? Sorry, how are we doing this? What exactly are we doing? Just...
Okay, we're going to do Marry, Fuck, Kill. And
you're just throwing names into a hat.
Yep,
Yes.
you're going to pull out 3, and regardless of what the genders or species are...
Okay.
I wrote down some pretty fucked up ones.
Good!
Yeah, you got to, sort it out.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, again, so we play it oddly because, again, we go past gender and species.
Okay. I clearly had not divined the purpose of this.
This is the portion where things get really messed up on the show. Because the last time we did this, it got pretty twisted.
All right.
And we weren't even drunk.
Okay.
You're having to decide whether or not you want to marry, fuck, or kill Cthulhu.
Yeah, it gets
Gotcha.
kind of sketchy.
Negan.
Well, I wasn't even like Cthulhu. What do we have?
We had Cthulhu, Pickle Rick,
Pickle Rick,
Godzilla. He has the bucket. Jesus. Satan.
We didn't have Jesus,
We didn't
and I
have
still
Jesus.
need Jesus, apparently.
We had Satan in
Oh, Bryce
there.
Capelcio.
But I heard that like 3 times last weekend. Because of my face being painted as half Jason, half myself, and the other day being Rainbow Vomit Zombie. Every time I walk through... When I go to New York, I go to
Alright, here you go, guys. You
go
start
to a particular-
folding and tossing your stuff in there.
I go to a particular train station.
I'm gonna sit there with
I go to a
it.
particular train station. As I'm cutting and folding, I'll tell the story. And as I walk to the turnstile, there are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, yes!
All the time. So it doesn't matter. It could be any freaking time of day, time of night, whatever. There's always Jehovah's Witnesses there. So, Friday, the 13th. I'm like, you know what? I'm going on a ghost tour. What the freaking hell? It's okay. What the freaking hell? I'm good.